A very good afternoon to you. I was just making sure I got my free gift. A very good afternoon to you. I hope you are well. It has just gone 4 o'clock here in the United Kingdom, which means this is your final call for your Pink Frog 13th birthday celebrations. Yes, indeed, Pink Frog have been around now for 13 years. 13 years, so they know what they're up to when it comes to the world of cardstock. And over the last few years, well, last few months really, they've now moved into the world of beautiful stamps. Stamps that work together, stamps that combine together to make stunning little cards. And as a world launch, and it was a world launch, you saw them here first last night when I launched them at 6 o'clock. This is the brand new summer collection, you could really call it, with the daffodils and tulips and the stunning, and it really is a stunning font that we are looking at. Your typewriter faded font, I'm going to call it, because you've got that beautiful subtle fade to it. It looks like it's been stamped many months ago and it's aged really well, like a fine wine. It's not that crisp blackness that you get in there. It's that work that makes it look like you've hand drawn or you've hand painted. It looks stunning, and the words on there are beautiful. Relax, life is beautiful. Live every moment, love beyond words, laugh every day. And the one-day special sold out this morning. It's back on extended delivery. The 22nd of March is what you're looking at now, but 60% of the extended stock now has already gone. And you know me, they don't tell me much in this place anymore. I don't know if there's any more. Will it sell out before the price will go back up? There's a cheeky freedom price on there as well of £29.29. But not only are you getting what you see here, so you're getting the stamps, you're getting the cardstock at the bottom as well, so you're getting the super smooth, you're getting 50 of the super smooth and 20 of the watercolour. I could bang on for an hour of how good this cardstock is alone. One of the perks, there's only one, other than free tea and coffee, is that I have tried some of this cardstock. I got some home. And if you follow me on the social medias, I've tried other cardstock when I started watercolouring a couple of months back, and I thought I couldn't watercolour. I thought it was me. I thought, I'll give this up. It's not me. I thought, I'll try it one more time. And I found a square of the cardstock. I found some in the box that I had from Mole. And I got it out and I stamped onto it and I watercoloured it. I was so impressed with myself. I know, big myself up. Nobody else does. I was really impressed with what I've done. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it was down to the cardstock I'd used. But not only are you getting this as your one-day special, how about I said for a birthday celebration and celebration only, it will finish at 6 o'clock. And anything you buy, it's one per customer, anything you buy this hour, I will give you 20 sheets of the 180 GSM, the Wedding Ivory flower making paper. You are going to get this inside your purchase as well. So not only are you going for the one-day special, you're also going to get that free gift alongside. I'm not alone though. It wouldn't be Pink Frog without the lady standing next to me. She's, I'm going to say it, the brains of the operation. I said it last night and I got no email, so I'm going to say it again. She's the brains, really, the brains of the, oh, the phone's going, here he is, Andrew's phoning. She's the second brains of the conversation. It is Hazel. How are you, my love?
I'm good, thank you. I'd say third, because you've got Gwen.
Oh, we've got Gwen. No,
Gwen's number one.
Gwen is number one.
Yes, she is.
Then it's Hazel.
No.
Then it's the T-boy.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Then it's Andrew. So, in that order. I think I actually come before Andrew. I'm not too sure. But what we're looking at, this has been phenomenally busy. Pink Frog, Gwen and Andrew have done a stunning little job when they put this bundle together. As a crafter yourself, before we go into the details of what else is on the show, what do you see when you got this home? What was the first thing you did when you got all this home?
Whenever I get a stamp set, I just stamp it all down so that I can see it. What I love about this set is that the heads to the tulip and the daffodils are separate, so that you can build up. If you like flat cards, you would stamp your head down, not your own head, the flower head, you'd stamp that on the card first, and then you would mask it off and add in your stalks. But if you like fussy cutting, you can stamp your stalks down first and then cut it out and layer it up. they're snippable, you can get dimension to them, they're lifelike, they're just a joy to use.
They really are. And look at there's something quite simplistic about these, which I absolutely adore. You don't need to be all bells and whistles for these to look amazing. No. This shows you how well they all work together with the colours and the sentiments that are on here. These are also using the foam tape that we've got on the show. How beautiful is that? As a simple sympathy card.
Yeah. It could be anything that you want it to be. Claire's made this and I just love it because she's done the same 3 colours and done 3 different sentiments and it just fits inside the bag beautifully. It's a wonderful gift for somebody.
It is absolutely stunning. And once again, and I'm not knocking the slightest, a very simple process to do, but it packs a punch.
Yeah. Do you know what? Claire wouldn't even be offended because she likes doing the simple type cards. That's not to say that she can't do other style, but
and that's what I was saying. I mean it in the nicest possible way.
She loves the simple bits. So, yeah. It's
they
amazing.
Are absolutely beautiful. And obviously, remember, you're getting the cardstock in there as well. So you are getting a full set. All you need to do when you get this home is you just need ink. You just need a set of inks and you are good to go. Whether you did these just in black and white, maybe you've only got a black ink pad, maybe you're just starting out. These would look beautiful in just black. Or even maybe go for a subtle grey. Go for that grey and then, oh, here we go. 2/3 of the one-day special now has already gone. We're also on extended delivery already. It sold out early this morning. 22nd of this month is what we're looking now. Will it sell out again before the end of this hour? Who knows? But if I was you and you like it and it's the first time you've seen it, I'd definitely get your hands on it as well. 878856 is your item number, is what we're looking at for this one. Right then. Let's now move on to our background stamps. These are textures 2. This is the first time during this one-day special we've managed to bring this back to you. It sold out the first time it was here. It sold out last night during Catherine's show as well. It's now back on extended delivery again to the 22nd is what we're looking at. These are absolutely stunning background stamps, aren't they, Hazel?
They are. They're so usable. You'll find yourself pulling them into a lot of your cards and projects. I just love them with watercolour. Those ones are heat embossed with white. But think about stamping them in different colours and bleeding the colour out if that's your thing. I do love that. They just look amazing.
They really do. Look at the background. So that is the same background as that. But look how different. You can change all of this up. I absolutely adore it. Things like these as well. It's sort of meant to be brick, but it does look like wood panelling. Yeah,
of course. It can, you can make it what you want it to be. It's the basis, isn't it?
It really, really is. It's well worth getting your hands on these as well. £14.95 is what you're looking at for this little collection. For your background stamps, you know, background stamps are always handy to have. It adds something to a card. If you go straight in with a main image, you think, oh yeah, that looks quite nice, like we saw in those cards. But maybe you want to add something else. Maybe you want to go a little bit further that you've already got there. This is going to take your cards to that next level. Maybe you want a set of photos, another set of flowers that you want this time. This works beautifully with your one-day special. This is the chrysanthemum that we're looking at now. You're getting your 3 ladybirds in there. You're also getting your sentiments in there as well. Happy birthday wishes, wishing you a fabulous day. Then you get the chrysanthemum as well. Now look at the detail in that chrysanthemum. But then what I want you to do is look at the detail first of all, and then knock it back and look at the outside. How easy would these be to fussy cut that you're looking in there? They are so beautiful and delicate.
And this is the beauty. They'll work with your masket, so you just cut them out, mask it off. You can build in your leaves behind there and get some real depth and dimension to your cards.
Absolutely beautiful. They really, really are. We've got the mastic on the show as well. Check out the website for that, and I'll give you more details as the hour goes on. Do not worry. Once again, same principle on this one. This is the first time we've had them back. These are immediate dispatch as well. Are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're on immediate dispatch at the moment as well, so we will get them straight out to you. Look how beautiful these cards. Look at that. How stunning are these cards? These are beautiful, beautiful cards. Simple things like this, using your spotlights.
Yeah.
I love, absolutely adore. See, easy to fussy cut. Look at the depth on that. Easy to fussy cut once again with your 3D glue that we've also got on the show. Then, Oh my, that is a piece of art.
So that's onto watercolour. It was a wet on wet technique. So I painted it with water and then dropped the ink in so it spread. And then when it had dried, and I did let it dry naturally, I did glossy accents over it all. And it's just, I didn't want anything else on there because I just love the simplicity and the drama from the ink there. That
is beautiful, isn't it? You imagine that as a card. It is a card as well, by the way. So if you imagine that as a card, that would cost you a pretty penny in a shop. It would cost, you're talking a £4.99, £5 card, easily there, maybe more.
Because it'd have to be gift boxed.
Yeah, you'd have to make a box for it. And remember, when you're going for some of the card stocks, if you're going for your one-day special, you're going to get 10 card folds in there as well. If you're going for some of your bigger ones, you'll get frames. You don't just get card stock with Frink Frog. That's why I adore about you. They give you ideas. They give you the knowledge so you can take your card making forward. It's not just a case of getting the card and folding it in hard and stamping the front. It's not about that with Pink Frog. They take you to the next level. And if you don't want to go to the next level, if you're not ready to go to the next level, just hold it back. But you've got it there and you've not paid anything extra for it. £14.95. Oh, went quite deep then. 165554 is your item number. I absolutely adore the stamps. And as I said at the beginning of my intro, Pink Frog are new to the world of stamps, but by Jove, they've come on leaps and bounds. These are stunning little stamps. The next deal as well, I am so surprised it is still here. So surprised this is still hanging around. £19.99 is what you're looking at. 487270 is your item number. What this was meant to be was a pack of 12. I'm gonna let you into a trade secret. It was meant to be a pack of 12 and they offered it to Hochanda. Hochanda said, oh, could you do us a little better deal? And Andrew went, I'll go and look. I'll go and check. And then they came back with a set of 24 Stella watercolour pencils with brush. That on its own, I would say is £19.99, quite easily, with the 24 pencils, watercolour. But then you've also given the cardstock as well. The cardstock is beautiful as well, and it works brilliantly with the pencils because you're getting 35 sheets. So you've got 5 spring colours, 5 of each. You've got your super smooth 5, and you've got your watercolour 5. So with the pencils, they just work so well on there, and it's just a lovely set. It really is. And now if you're thinking, well, how do I use that card in my making? So take the colour of the card. So let's take the green of the leaves, for example, because the easiest one to remember for Adam. Then you've got the green there, and then you go over the top with your watercolour pencils, which gives you this depth and texture, doesn't it? Yes, yeah. Look at that. If you're new to stamping and you're just starting out, obviously the one-day special is a fantastic deal for you to start with. I would be very tempted to stick that one in as well because it gives you a little bit of coloured card. You've got your pencils, you've got your mediums to start. All you would need then is an ink pad, a black ink pad. You're good to go. To stamp it down, or grey, whatever you fancy. It is true, that's all you would need. If your budget will stretch for a one-day special, and you could go for this card pack as well with the pencils, the 24 pencils that we're looking at. It is well worth the deal that you are looking at here. £19.99. 487270 is your item number for this little bundle. So not only are you getting the pencils, though, remember you're getting the cardstock down the bottom. They come together. You're getting them both together. 35 sheets in total for just shy of a penny. Of 20 quid. So that is a cracking little deal. I'm so shocked it's still here. I've also got a happy hour. I kicked off last night. I said I want a happy hour. I said it's a birthday celebration. I want some more celebration jubilations, and this is what they give me this time: the quality watercolour cardstock. If you've not used cardstock before, watercolour cardstock, you're getting 50 sheets at 200 GSM for £12.49. It's 280 GSM, 50 sheets of the A4 water cardstock. This is a game changer. If you have never tried Pink Frog watercolour cardstock, you are missing out. And I'm not just saying that because we're shopping telly. The price will go back up at the end of the hour, back to £20, £19.99. Under 25 pence a sheet is what you're looking at. Let's ask Hazel, she's a crafter. Let's ask Hazel. This is one of the best watercolour cardstock. I know I can only speak from personal use. I was lucky enough to get sent some, and it's what I've used. It is you can throw so much at this. You can, and what I love about it is you've got so much time to move your colour about on there, and that makes a massive difference when you're doing your watercolour projects. So it's going to improve
the quality of what you're producing. So it's all about, goes down to the ingredients, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And if you're just starting out, this will withstand those newbies. This will withstand the water.
Yes.
Because when you first starting out in watercolour, when you first start out in watercolour, you go a bit heavy-handed with the water. This will take you.
Yeah.
Go for it. All I can say is pop it into your basket. £12.49, 669 780 is your item number. Right then, now I know what camera I'm on. Let's go to Hazel. The camera they told me to look at is actual Hazel cameras now. I'm going to point it out because I look besotted. I look like I was possessed, to be honest, for a moment there. I was spinning round and I was good to go. Let's go now to the camera that I should have been on, which is now Hazel's close-up camera. Hazel, we're coming to you.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we're going to start off by making this little easel card. This is on our 10.5 by 30 cardstock. So I've got a piece and I've got my scoring tool. If you don't forget, you'll get your instructions when you purchase. So it's 30 long. I'm going to give this a half fold and I'm going to go at 7.5 as well. And that is just now. So this could be a Z fold, like so, or yeah, that's better. If you flip it over that way, that's going to be the piece that we stick a piece of card on to make the easel. And if I just pull that in place, that will all become clear, like so. Okay, so that's the scoring done. We'll move that to the side. So I've gone ahead and I've cut a piece. So this is like A6.
We got an email in about card size.
Okay.
From Roz, thank you for your email, Roz. Very much appreciated. What size envelopes would you use with the one-day special?
So your standard 6x6 envelopes would be perfect.
Oh, fabulous. There you go. 6x6, Roz, is what you need for your one-day special.
So I've got 2 layers. I've got this one here, which is your A6, and then I've just gone down a bit for my black. That's going to attach on there, and I might as well do that bit now before we get into the inky bits. So I'll just add a little bit of glue and attach, give that a nice firm press. And then for the bottom, because that needs to be stepped up, I'm going to use some of our foam pads. So these come on a big, long, well, there's 1,500 on the roll, but they are so handy because they've got a nice easy lift tab on them.
We've got these on the show as well. These are your foam pads. We'll put the details on the screen. I like these. These are worth their money and all in there.
They are, and obviously I don't carry the big roll around with me because it's just too big, so I rip them off and just pop them in a pot that I bring around with me, so it just makes it easier. So I'm just going to add that onto the bottom, just get that nice and tight, and then that creates your easel there. Okay? So now we've done that, I'm going to pop that to one side, and I've got myself 2 matten layers, and they're all ready for me to start inking and stamping on. Put your glasses on, you'll be able to put it back in the hole. There it is. Right, so I'm just going to grab some green ink to start with, and I'm going to use Rustic Wilderness. Take a little bit off, and I'm just going to gently ink around the outside of both of these bits of card. And that's just to draw your eyes in. I quite often like to ink the edge, and I do find it really easy with the Sweet Poppy brushes. They're a lovely, soft, tight blend.
I think they're on the website.
Yep. So then on this one, so I've chosen to put daffodils on this, but this particular card design would work with any of the 3 flowers that are on there, or you could put all 3 of them on there. The choice is yours, and that's the great thing about this set.
It all works
it's
together.
so versatile, and you know, you'll never get bored of, you know, each card. I don't think I've made, well, I say I don't think I've made any cards that are exactly the same, but I suppose I have, because I've just done however many demos and I've just repeated. But anyway, oopsie.
That was me phone tape.
Right, so we'll start off with this piece, and I'm going to take some wild honey, and I'm going to take the background stamp from the spring set. So, just going to put in a little bit of detail, and I don't want it to be too obvious, too in your face, so it's just a little bit in the background. So I'm going to start off with my card straight, and me being me, I'd have to have this text straight. I couldn't put it on wonky because it would just play with my brain. So I'm just going to put portions on, but keep my stamp straight. So that's 2 generations. I'm going to pop a little bit on here, hoping that it's a lot lighter, which it is, and then I might get a little bit more ink up there as well. So it's just filling in that background.
3/4 of your one-day special has now already gone. This is the extended stock. It sold out earlier this morning. We've bought it back and now being told we don't think it'll be extended again. 3/4 of the extended stock has now already gone. This, by the sounds of it, may be a sellout before the end of the hour of the one-day special. £32.99. 878 856 is your item number. I think there's a cheeky freedom price on there as well. Your little cheeky freedom prize, we'll bring that to you. £29.69 is what you're looking at for saving £9. 3/4 of the stock has now already gone. Sorry, Hazel.
It's okay. I've stamped down the leaves for the daffodil. Oh, just my masket's just curled back on itself. Oh, it'll be fine. And now I'm just going to cover that up to protect it. Pop that down.
We've got the masket on the show as well.
It's such a handy product to have.
You get a lot of it.
You do. You get 10 sheets.
And they're big A4. Well, they're A4.
Yeah.
They're big A4.
They're either A4 or they're not.
A4 or not, I know. They're A4 sheets, so you do get a lot for your money.
Definitely, you do. Yeah. I'm just going to see choices. I'm going to go a little bit like that, and I'm going to press that down, and then I will take that away. If I can grab it, there we go. I do love the masket. Right, so I've got options. Obviously, I could use my pencils or I could use my inks. I'm going to, oh, do you know? No, I'm going to use the ink on this one because I've used the pencils on a lot of them. And it's more because it's the same colour as I used to prep the flowers on the other one. So I don't think you've seen me paint in with the oxide so far.
No, I haven't.
Right, okay.
We did pencils last night.
Yeah, so I'm just going to add in some colour. So I'm doing the darker bits a little bit first, and then I'm just going to pull it out just so that I get some lighter bits, and then once that's dried, so as I go round and do the rest of it, I can come back and just add in a little bit more colour on the top if I need to. So this is actually super smooth.
I was just about to ask that.
But obviously you can still do your watercolouring on it. I could use watercolour or super smooth for this particular technique that I'm doing. So you can just darken the bits up as you go along. And then,
so if you, obviously we get the best of both worlds in our kits for the one-day special. What would you suggest we paint on first? If we were going to go for watercolour, stick with the watercolour cardstock and try that first? Or would you say try super smooth first, or give it a go, see what you find the best?
I would say play on both. That's why we put them mats in there, because if you look at it from say a starter point of view, you've got your card blanks, which are your 15 by 30s, and you'll have your instructions. But we just wanted to give everybody a taster of the watercolour as well, and that's why we did them as 15 by 15 mats, because they would go, you could just take a little bit off and fit them on the top. So you've got both to play with, and I think that that's really important that you get them both to play with.
That is good.
Okay, so that is the leaves. Now I did go ahead and do myself 2 daffodils, but I will show you exactly how I did it. Okay. So if I just bring in that one there, and we'll just stamp one of those down, and it's the same sort of thing. I'm just going to do it that way round, and then it'll be easier. Okay, so I need an orange, but I haven't got one, so I'm going to use a bit of red for the deep.
80%. 80% of your one-day special is now already gone. 80% of your one-day special. It's on extended delivery. 22nd of March is what you're looking at now to get this home, but 80% of the stock has now already gone. You get both of the stamp sets, the tulip and the daffodil with the stems in there. You get the beautiful type words, and you also get your super smooth and your watercolour cardstock for £29.69. If you're a Freedom member, it's worth having a little go, or £32.99 if you're not. Well worth having a little look. At 80% of the stock has already gone.
Okay, so I'm just adding down some yellow on there first, And then once I've done that, I can go back in and add a little bit of I'll use red because that's what I've got by me, but it could be orange, just a tip on the end, and then take that off, and then you can just pull that up, and it deepens it. I don't think you'll be able to see that. Let's go a bit darker for you. So add in some of the darker, take that off. I might need a little bit of yellow to pull that up, and that just gives you that darker in the side. Can you see? Yeah, that's showing
Yeah,
up
we
okay,
can see
isn't
that.
it?
Here he is. He's coming in.
That's it.
There we go.
Perfect. So add in the darker, take off the excess. You could use a tissue instead of your knuckles, but I quite like it. And pull that out. And that is all I've done on the two that I've prepped. So just slightly different to using the pencils, but they give a really nice effect.
So sorry.
I must admit, I really do, well, I have really enjoyed using the watercolour pencils with the stamps because they're quick and they're easy, you know. So that's what I've done. So I've got two there, and I can stick them on top of there with, I could use glue gel, or I could use my foam pads, or I could use my foam roll, or let's use this foam pad and just cut him down.
We have got the glue gel, we've got the 3D gel on the show as well, so if you want the 3D gel, we've got that on the show, and it comes with the precision tips. It also comes with little syringes and little sardine cans, so you get every last drop out of there. For £12.98, 158444 is your item number for the 3D glue gel kit.
So I'm going to pop that one on there, and it's quite interesting because I have just used one pad. I'm going to rip that off there so it's easier. One pad to stick these two flowers on with, because I cut it in half and in half again. So just think how many, if you were going to use the pads at that size, how many you would have on your roll.
That's like 4 per square now.
Yeah.
So it'd be 4 times 1,500.
Yeah. I can't work that out.
No,
I think I worked it out for Janice, and I can't remember what I said. I think it was 6,000.
We'll let Ross do it. 4 times 1,500.
Yeah, it is 6,000.
6,000 odd.
Yes. Right, so now for this one needs a little something. Let's have a butterfly up there. And again, I should have stamped the butterfly first because I've got my foam. I learnt from yesterday. So I'm just going to add that where I know it's not going to interfere with the foam. So I've got that nice image there. And then we will pop in. Now this one I want to get a little bit more. Did I have green on there? I think I did. Let's get a little bit deeper, brighter should I say. A bit of the red in. And then we'll pull that out with some yellow. And then that'll turn a nice orangey colour. Just brightens that up. So that's going to be the top. And then for this bottom section, we'll go back to our text. I can't see you. There you are. Pop our butterfly back. Now, this is wild honey, and I'm just going to pop that across the bottom.
I like the shape of this text.
It's nice, isn't it? It kind of curls around.
You've got the curvature on it.
And then I'm going to use the second gen just on that corner, just to fill it up a little bit. Now, for the sentiment, obviously I've got all of the sentiments on my one-day special, which when I made this one, I hadn't got my set yet. So on this card, if I pull this in and show you, I have got birthday wishes here. Now that is from the chrysanthemum set, but it looks different because I've actually filled in the lines because they're like two thin lines together, the sentiments. I've coloured them in with a black fine liner pen, and I really liked that. But obviously now I've got my new set, I want to put one on from there. So I'm going to use I'm just going to put. I'm going to put with love, and I'm going to do that for a reason, because I might need to use this as a last-minute card for tomorrow.
Oh.
Mum, don't look.
Yes, remember tomorrow, bright and breezy, Mother's Day.
Right.
If you need flowers, SO's still open.
I'm going to go central. Now, obviously, I could stamp this onto a piece of card and raise it up with my foam pads, but I'm just going straight on, and I just love the little bitty bits on there. I suppose we better have some more butterflies. Flip that back over.
Will there be more of this font? So are we buying into a collection with this font?
I think I would say to you, watch this space, because there's more exciting stuff to come, so yeah.
Watch this space, people, watch this space. That means yes.
I didn't say a word.
You didn't say a word, but I'm surmising.
You translated.
Yeah, I reckon there's more. So you're going to be buying into a collection when you're buying into these sentiments now. I feel there's going to be more to come because you've absolutely adored them. That is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, and then we just need to add in, again, the same deeper colour in the middle. And then the yellow. I could do this onto a separate bit and decoupage them up and layer them, and that would look amazing too. It just depends how flat you want them for posting. But we'll just stick that on and see how we look. So this one will be layered. Open that out.
Remember, the bonus of these, you don't need dies to cut them out.
No.
They're so delicate, but the detail's all there, and they're so easy to cut out at the same time.
That, against that black, that really, really is crisp, and it pops off, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
We'll shut that one up. And then...
That's what we say about my producer.
Do you know, when I said that, I thought, God, that sounds right rude. Shut that one up. I meant the card.
No, well, you know, after last night's ordeal,
now,
I was called all sorts.
There's one more thing that you can do, and I'm just going to make my brush really wet because I've got some nice ink here. I'm going to pick that up, and I'm just going to do a few little splatties in the background because it's just looking a little bit crispy on the back. So I just want a few splats there, and I'll have a few. I hope they've picked up. I think you can see them.
If we turn it to camera 1, we'll be able to see them.
So I turn that around. There we go. How's that for you?
Oh, look at that. And you can see the splatters on there as well. It is absolutely beautiful. It really, really is stunning. And you can be creating this as well at home. And this is what I love. You can be creating these cards. You can be sitting there maybe next week and you will be creating cards that look like this because it's a ready-made kit. You've got your card blanks already in there. So if you want your card blanks are already there for you. Literally just fold it in half. That is your ready-made card. You've also then got your watercolour card, which will fit beautifully your matte and layer on the front if you wanted to. Then you've got your stamps. You've got those beautiful daffodils that's in there. Then you've got the beautiful tulips in there as well with the beautiful stems. And then you've got that text, which works beautifully. From the text, we've also got the sentiments, which we've just found out there's more coming of those sentiments.
I didn't say that,
did I? You didn't say that, but it'll be an awkward conversation in the office on Monday. I sort of made a few promises to the general public, to the world, that there'll be more stamps coming out. We think, so if we could just run them through in a couple of months, that I reckon there will be more. You have absolutely adored this one-day special. We are phenomenally busy, 80%, 85% of the stock I'm hearing now. This is a stunning, stunning card set that you're looking at. It is a ready-made kit for a loved one that you want there. I absolutely adore it. So you can be creating, look at this, just look at this. How beautiful is that? That is a lovely, lovely card.
It's mine.
Is it yours?
I was looking for a name.
I was looking for a name.
It's one of mine, that one.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can be doing cards like this at home as well. Your details are on the screen. 878856 is your item number. Get the Freedom Prize. Remember, one per purchase as well. You'll also be getting the Wedding Ivory Flower Making Paper Card, 180 GSM for the 13th birthday, 20 A4 sheets. What you'll do from this card, right, from this card, you will be making things that look like this. This is made from that cardstock. How beautiful are those? And you will be doing the same. Bit of inking, and you can make flowers.
Look at the sheen, though, through the ink. You don't lose the sheen, do you? It's beautiful.
They are beautiful.
I must thank... Can I take this opportunity to thank the girls again? So Anita made those, so I need to thank Anita, Cheryl, Claire, Caroline, and Dawn. So thank you very much for your samples. You've done an amazing job.
No, they are absolutely you always know when you get a good stamp set on this show as a presenter because you look at the finished samples. And you know you've had fun because there are so many around set. The set is full of samples. Half of them we've not even shown, I don't feel, because we just don't get enough time to show them. Right, and let's look at background stamps. These have been busy as well. Look, these sold out last night with our Catherine. They're back on extended delivery now is what you're looking. The 22nd is what we're looking at for these. You're getting 4 of the background stamps. Let me show you the board so you can see what they look like, all stamped out and inked up. They are absolutely... These would look beautiful on your jelly plates. These would look stunning on jelly plates.
They would, yeah.
That you've got there. So you start using them for textures. I like this with like crackled paper or a bit of a old wall that you've got there. Do they do that in your terracottas? Very garden-esque. Absolutely love it. £14.95, 166955 is your item number. Chrysanthemum is up next. Once again, it's the first time we brought this back since it sold out last time it was on the telly box. £14.95, 165554 is your item number. Let me show you the chrysanthemum. Is this on super smooth, this printed?
That is super smooth, yeah.
Look at the detail.
And it's coloured with alcohol markers, that one.
That is absolutely... It looks like it's been printed. It literally looks like it's come through the printer.
But it just goes to... I just wanted to show that the super smooth is good with the alcohol and the ink moves and it blends really well. So
that is... Did you colour this?
I did, yes.
Good,
I'm not a colourist, but I do have a go.
Not a colourist? Really?
That's the stamps. The stamps have done that.
I think you had a little bit to do with it, to be honest. But it goes to prove. Ada's not even a colourist, she says. She's a harpist, very good one. But a colourist, no. But it is the testament to the stamps. They are beautiful stamps, and it's the cardstock you use as well, which also helps you along the way, and that's what we know Pink Frog for. £14.95, 165554 is your item number. Up next... this has been really busy again this hour. I absolutely love it. I really, genuinely, hand on heart, can't believe this is still here. It's now limited stock, which I'm going to say is a good thing. I thought this would have gone a long time ago. You are absolutely going to let me adore getting this home. We had a show a few weeks back, myself and Leonie, where we showed you what you can do with the watercolour pencils. You get the pencils, you also get a brush in there as well. If you've never tried watercolour penciling before, give it a bash.
Yeah, definitely.
Give it a go. To start with, you'll go, I can't get on with this, because what you tend to do, because I did the same, is you colour the whole thing in, because you think they're normal pencils. And you colour the whole, then you put your water in, it's just a pool of water everywhere and ink everywhere. These will last a long time, won't they? Because you only need a little bit amount.
You just scribble a bit down and pull it out with your paintbrush. It's so easy. Just have a play, that's what I would say. But I love the way that it works on the pattern, the colour card. There's a sample to the left of it. Keep going. That's it. I made that one in the 8 o'clock show this morning. But that, again, that's stamping onto the colour card and pulling out the colour. But how effective?
That's nice. That would have been a lovely Mother's Day card.
Yes, that's why. Yes, I've got 2 to do, so.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just for you.
I like that.
That's on one of our 18 by 36 card blanks.
See, they're worth
just
going
a nice
for.
size.
They are a nice size, and they're not overpowering.
No.
Which I like as well. £19.99, you get the pencils and you get 35 sheets, 5 sheets of each colour that you see in front of me there. 487270 is your item number. Then, once again, it is a testament. This is what you need. And it's very rare I say you need anything during my time here at Hochanda, but this is one thing that you do need. For the sheer fact you are getting 160 of the A5 and you're getting 320 of the A6. What you are getting here, we're limited stock, super limited stock, I'm now hearing. What you're getting here is something that you don't need to be scared of. It is something that is a card front. You do a tulip, you do a daffodil on that, that will fill the card. Like those cards I showed you earlier. You know those little ones I showed you? It will show you, literally, you do that onto there. That's the same size, look.
Yeah.
That is a ready-made card, good to go. And you know it's not overpowering and scary. How many times have you bought a new, brand new A4 folder or a journal or a diary or an A4 pad and you don't use it because you're scared of the white paper? We've all done it. How do you fill an A4 sheet when you're just starting out?
You cut it into 4.
You cut it into 4 and make it smaller, but we don't think about that at the time. This has been done for us. You're getting A5 and A6. So when you get a bit, actually, I'll start making scenes. I'll start using my mastic and start matting and layering.
Also, you can score that A5 piece in half. That's your card blank, and then you've got a mat and layer to go on.
And then you've got a layer to go on the front. Yeah. Oh, it's worth getting hold of. Worth getting hold of. £16.98. This is what I love about these sorts of shows is the prices. The prices are phenomenal. Now we've got Mylar in the show. I have to do it every single time. We have Mylar. Now you can start creating your own stencils. Things like this is what you can do once you've got your Mylar at home. Mylar is handy to have because how many times you've gone, oh, I wish I had a circle, or I wish I had a wavy line to do a mountain range or a set of clouds in the sky. If it was me, you're getting 6 sheets. I would cut 3 down because they're 12 by 12. I would cut 3 into 4 to give you little dies, and then I'd have 3 of A12. 12 by 12.
A12? That's a nice size. Where can I get some of that from?
Well, you can't get it from here, but I can get you 12 by 12 of your Mylar.
Exactly. It's a great product to have. I mean, this one here, these are clouds. My good friend Julie has just done some clouds, and they looked so amazing that I had to do some too. But that's been cut with scissors. So you can literally get your...
Can you die cut Mylar?
Yes, you can. You see, I'm not going to be able to find a bit of Mylar now, am I? Here we go, look at that. You can die cut it through any of your die cutting machines, but I would just say simple shapes because they're 350 micron. So I've done a nice circle there. I've got my clouds there. I've also got this bit in the middle which I can use because you can flip them round and get different. So I'm going to tie that into my next card.
Okay.
But say I wanted to do my mountains, I can just go in and they cut like butter. Maybe I want spikier. Let's just go up and down. Some hills, look. And then on this side, I could do a different version. So I've got my negative, my positive, and I know that I can use that to, so when you do hills, you would, I need to show you. Let's get a piece of card out of my box.
Let's do it.
Because it's important to see, isn't it? Let's use some green then. So, let's just make some room. Or it's like my craft desk at home. When you're doing the hills, the bit that's closer to you is darker. Let me put my ink down because I'm a lefty. I'm just going to go in quite dark with this one, partly because I inked that a bit funny, but it doesn't matter. So that would be one hill, and that's lovely and crisp.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, and then I'm going to flip that over to give me a different, and you go a bit softer on this one, because as you go back, it gets softer and softer. So let's just pop that, and I've just gone off that side, look. I might want to put one maybe here. And you just keep building and chopping and changing, and you can build that scene there. But it's easy to do, and it's just, that would have cost you 50p. Divided down, that's how much that would cost you.
It's well worth having a look of. £11.99. You can be creating your own scenes, and we all love a good scene. That is your Mylar 350 micron for 6 sheets. 394204 is your item number. Something else to pop in your basket as well. Quite a flexi basket. It's a lot easier, isn't it? With this one is your masket that you've got here. These are basically your masks on a roll. You can't go wrong with these. Any flower that you want to do, any dye that you've already got, you can start creating masks. And that's what you do. Once again, I would personally cut it down if I was you for £9.99. You're getting 10 sheets of the A4 mastic sheets. 976569 is your item number. From there, we've got your happy hour. Now, if you like your watercolour card in your one-day special, I'm going to give you this time a 4 watercolour card, and I'm going to give you 50 sheets at 280 GSM for £12.49 is what you're going to look at for this one. 669780 is your item number. The price will go back up in 16 minutes time, so it's well worth having a little look. Something else that you want me to show is your foam. Your foam tape. 150 of the foam pads you're getting. You're getting A4 sheets in there as well, and you're getting 25 metres of foam on the roll. This is a cracking little bundle. It really, really is. If you need to stock up on foam, this is the best way to go, because you have got the best of 3 worlds there.
I think you have, definitely.
You really have. I've never seen an A4 sheet of foam.
It's brilliant because you can die cut it as well. If you like your matting and layering dies, I've done it on the 2mm. and that worked fine for my die cutting machine. But I would just have a play and see what you can do, because it compresses down, it's going to go through. And if you're going to do a shaker frame and it's a circle, and you've got your 2 layering dies together, how amazing is that, and how easy?
It'll do it for you.
You could even put your card on the top as well. I've done that earlier. I stuck my card on, I've mislaid the piece. Here we go. And we stamped onto it, didn't we? So we've got my sheet, I peeled the back off, I stuck my card on, and then I stamped my tulip leaves on there and then cut them out. And I've got that depth, can you see there? Look. So over the whole bit. So it really does give you a lovely shadow dimension there on there.
One day special.
So effective.
Sold out. It sold out last night. Hazel Face, what? That's my demo card. I know, we've got 15 minutes to film. One day special has now sold out. Congratulations if you got it. I knew it would go. It's too good a deal. It really is. Well done if you got it. Well, it's no good even looking at it anymore. It's sold out. Well done if you got it. Let's go to the website and we'll go back for another demonstration. We are so busy. There's more on the website. There is so much more on the website. We are all the different cards. Hazel's frantically giving me the glare, say, what do I do now? Everything's on there. From foam to, oh, I'm a bit disfrazzled, I'm all gone. The pencils are on there, you've got your coloured pound card stuck on there. Anything you buy off the website, you will get that free gift as well. The free gift is worth £5. On its own, you will be given that gift for absolutely nothing. Right then, while we have a little conflab, what we're going to fill for 9 minutes, because the one day special has gone out, let's have a little look at freedom.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888, and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Well, I don't know what we're doing. I generally don't know. So, roll that back a bit. So here we go with another demonstration that has all been prepared. That we all know what we're doing. I like this bit of the show. I love when things sell out for the sheer fact it puts the guest on the spot. And there we go. Right, let's see you craft. This is what I adore, because we don't genuinely this is not prepared. What Hazel's about to do now is off the cuff, and this is what are things when we're busy. You are dictating the show. You've bought the one day special. That is now gone. So we are now going to put something together, and this is speed crafting at its finest, because this is where we see where our craft brains really go to. Right then, what are we up to?
Okay, so I'm going to take some of the spring colour card from the watercolour pencil pack.
I like this so far.
I've picked pink and blue. I couldn't decide, so I thought I'd stamp one on each and then go from there. And I'm using my favourite chrysanthemum stamp. And I'm just going to stamp that down in my VersaFine. So we'll just pop one. You're okay? This is just a technique.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Where I'm going to stamp it, I won't be able to make a pretty card with it.
No, that's absolutely fine.
But I would be able to cut it out, fussy cut it. I could send it up to Anita and she could cut it out for me. Bless her.
Who's Anita?
Anita's on the DT, Anita Crampton, and she's the lady that we put the pictures on because her parcel,
the parcel didn't arrive. Poor Anita, bless her.
And there was 2 weeks worth of work in there, and I'm gutted for her. I know she's gutted too. So
don't worry, Anita. We'll see them.
Right, there we go. So I've stamped one on each, and now I'm going to dib in, and I think we're going to go. I want to go that one because it's almost like a purpley blue. Get that.
So these are the pencils that you're getting in your kit?
Yeah, and I'm going to look at some pinks, maybe that purpley, and I might do a bit of that one.
Limited stock for the pencils and card stock now. This is what you can do once if you got that. If you're getting that chrysanthemum when you get your home, you can be doing this as well. You saw what happened with the one day special. Let's watch how we use watercolour pencils, because I always get confused.
So you don't need to colour the whole image, just add in a little bit down here, like I'm doing it in the darker areas because I've picked up one of the darker ones. and I'm just scribbling a little bit down. But I think it'll be interesting to see, because I think the whole image will totally change from the pink to the blue. So let's just add, in fact, let's stop there and just add in a bit of this one too. So now I'm joining that one on, and it literally is just a bit of a scribble.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done any on this bit yet, so let's just get some of that in. And this is what I love about the chrysanthemum set, because it's quite an open space, so it gives you a lot of scope. You could even do like your little doodling in there if that's what you like doing.
Oh, your little Zentangles.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're literally just putting colour on the shadow?
Yeah. And then as I pull it out, I will strip the colour from my brush. I bet there's not enough water in there, is there? And it's got orange on. Okay, so start at the edge, circle to pull out the colour, and then come in. And that's when you'd need to take some away. Which one was I doing? That one. And just pull
that's how you get rid of the
out.
harsh line.
Yes. So if you like this pink that's on here and we want that in there, just pull it up a little bit, take the colour off, and then blend it through so it goes back to nothing, so to speak. So you can still keep some of that pink in there.
That's
if I start down here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull all of that pigment up to here. So you always start from the top of you.
With a dry brush?
It's just
moist.
damp. Yeah. So it's nice to get sort of like a few varied colours in there. I love that, the light pink showing through. So that one there, for instance, I'm just going to leave this piece here, the normal, the card colour pink. And then just keep taking that off and then pull that through. How's that? Oh, that's
it looks lovely. It looks
I was just going to say, I've just looked up to see how it's looking. It's looking all right, that.
It is.
Okay. And that just fades you out, but it gives you that real nice, intense.
Look at that. And that's done with pencils.
Yeah. But it's a quick process. Look, you haven't got to be too careful.
Single figures for the pencils and paper. Single figures. I was just standing here watching the telly. Single figures is what we're at now. We've got 3 minutes left of this live hour. We've already sold out of the one-day special. Will this be my next sellout? Only you could decide. I've read it now, go on.
Okay, I'm just going to spin that a little bit. So that is how it looks on the pink cardstock.
Oh, that's nice.
Which I think looks pretty nice. If we go over to the blue, and I think we could probably, let's use that deeper.
We've got a minute and a half.
Okay, I won't put it on lots of petals, I'll just put it on a few so that you can see my favourite petals. Because I have favourite petals to colour. That one up there will be a nice one. That sounds a bit mad, doesn't it?
No, it did, but I thought I'd leave it. I left it there.
Okay, and then I'm just going to put a hint of this pinky purple in there as well, just to see what that looks like. So check on the top, and then, oh yeah, I do like that. Them two mix really quite nice.
I've got one left. I think that was just for me personally, but I've got one left. I've got one. If you want it, I've got one left. Genuinely, I've got one left. If you want any more, it'd be the next fastest fingers first now. I've got one left. If you want the pencils and you want the cardstock, it's the first person to get there. We've got a minute and a half left. I'm being told, and I've been told many a time, and I've ignored them because I wanted to watch the demo. Okay. I have to tell you about the happy hour. I've got to tell you about that. They've told me about 6 times.
I was just colouring,
I've
sorry.
I've just ignored them. I've got to tell you about the happy hour. The watercolour that you priced will go back up in 6 minutes' time. 669780 is your item number, £12.49. I can't speak highly enough about the watercolour card. I've tried it myself. It's absolutely beautiful. The price will go back up to £19.99 in literally 6 minutes time. Just because I'm off air, you've still got another 5 minutes. And basically, when Catherine comes on, that's when the price will go back up. She has that effect. So 669-780 is your item number. We've got 45 pencils have already gone. I've got to do my thank yous. Thank you, Hazel, my love.
Thank you. I've had a ball. Don't forget to come and join Claire tomorrow. She's here at 10 and 2 to carry on the celebrations.
With limited editions.
Limited editions, yes.
Once it's gone with that, Claire, tomorrow. You definitely want to look at that. It's a nice little stamp sets as well, and cardstock that I can't tell you the colour of, but once it's gone, it's gone. Right then, we've got chrysanthemums are on the screen with your stamps here. You know what? You know what you're doing. It's Pink Frog. It's the 13th birthday. Jump to the website. The prices will go back up at 6 o'clock. Your one-day special has already got. Get your free gift. Anything you buy, you'll also get your free gift as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's an absolute ball to celebrate the 13th birthday with Pink Frog. Don't you go anywhere, Treacle.